Welcome back. Today we're going to review one of my favorite cigars in the entire planet, and it's the Herrera Esteli Herrera Esteli. I think I'm saying that correctly. First time I ever got this was in the CO sampler, the Cigar Obsession of sampler, designed by Brian Glenn. And the first time I smoked it, I obviously had a good time, but I didn't realize how premium it was until I got into the other cigars. And then the second time it arrived in a different sampler, I salivated. So I can tell you right now, this smoke is worth every dime in your pocket. And I got this for $11.99. I had asked my actually $11.22. I asked my local smoke shop to carry this probably 3 months ago, and they're like, "Yeah, okay, no problem." I mean, like, no problem. We'll let you know when it arrives. Kept going and going and going. So I get my whiskey sticks, and never any call. And so no one there smokes cigars, right? It's a head shop, vape shop, cigar shop. No one probably does any one of the three. And finally, they got a text message yesterday that this was in. I was like, oh boy. So here we go. Beautiful, beautiful cigar. Unbelievable. It's a triple cap, as a matter of fact, on this one. For sure, it's just a regular Toro. Let's see here if it smells good. It smells just like beautiful tobacco. Sort of has the hay thing, and I'm from Kansas, so I know what hay smells like. But it's just a beautiful aroma. In terms of its construction, utterly flawless. I mean, utterly flawless. There isn't a hint of any construction problems at all. The tip is beautiful. In fact, this just came out of their box yesterday, and I put it in my humidor immediately. And so it's in fantastic condition. All right, let's get it cut up and start rocking and rolling here. The thing I like about this cigar is it has a butter tip, if I remember right. So we'll see if I still get the butter. I shouldn't say anything. I should just go ahead and smoke it and see what happens here. Maybe they changed to like charcoal. There it is right there. Most beautiful butter tip. Right from the very beginning, maximum body. I mean, I don't know how they do it. Honestly, I've had other Drew estates, which are amazing, but they took a little while to get to the transitions, and this particular blend is just crazy. It's just for a noob, a new person smoking cigars, to smoke this one after a couple of others. Get yourself some doozies, and then smoke one of these, and you will know the difference between premium and regular, you know. I hope it goes without saying. Well, one, there's a tremendous amount of smoke coming off this bad boy. But there's my one bad boy. I only get one. I only get one per video. Jeez. This is one you taste. This is one you savor. And hopefully anyone spending $12 on a cigar is not going to blast through it. But this is your experience if you want to have one that's just unbelievable, you know. Okay. Unreal. Again, I could not recommend this more. I don't know what you would call a 100% cigar. You know, I've never seen a cigar rated 100%. This is 99. Okay, for what it does, it's 99. And it just has a nice light brown wrapper. You know, it's not a Connecticut, I don't think. But I should look that up. But just flawless. Just perfect. So this particular review, I'm going to go way faster. I'm going to go ahead and cut this into the transitions here, because I'm going to film another show at the same time. And if you're interested, I have a whole other channel that does something called Deep Thoughts, and you can find it over at mkultraradio.com. other than that, I'll see you at the next transition. Okay, so we're about half an hour in. We're down about to the first inch of the ash. Ash is holding on great. It's super compact. The blend at this point is still just this amazing tobacco butter flavor. Let's take a pull and check this out. It's just creamy. The smoke off this thing, the foot smoke is tremendous. I think you can see that, which just because it's such a beautiful, smooth blend. The smoke, it smells like food. It's like almost a tobacco food. It's very easy on the nostrils. Let's put it that way. I mean, if you got a big chunk of this smoke up your nose, you're going to be happy and not choking on it. The pull is effortless. It is utterly the perfect pull. The smoke is obviously nice and cold. The finishing taste, as far as it goes on your tongue, it's really long lasting and it's consistent over time here. I don't taste any pepper whatsoever, not even a hint. Just at this point, I've really, I can just taste the tobacco and the butter, and maybe just like the slightest, tiniest hint of perhaps a leather. But I think that's almost synonymous with way tobacco tastes. I haven't really tasted well, I suppose I have. The Christoph, I'm not sure that had as much as it. Actually, that may have had a lot of leather actually in it. But there's some cigars that just really have a light leather taste. This is super light right now, but I think it's going to build up as it hits the second third. So we're not quite at the second third yet. But I want to take a quick break and update on how I'm going here. Razor sharp burn, and the construction's fantastic. Each time I pull on this, just the firmness of this, although it's loosely, it's firmly packed, but it's pulling like it's very loose. You just get a sense of quality from the moment you start toking on this thing. So I'll check back when we get into the second third. All right, so we're entering the second third here. The ash fell off in one big chunk, so we lost probably about a 2-inch ash. I'm now down into the just touching the second third here. The butter's sort of worn off, and now we have just sort of a sweet, creamy tobacco flavor at this point. I say creamy, and you might think that's sort of the butter. It might be a little bit of residual on that, but just lost the half inch there. Get off my chair there. Yeah, the predominant taste is sort of a premium tobacco with perhaps a again, just a hint of leather, just a hint of it, not very strong. Let me do a retrohale and see where we're going here. Oh, the retrohale is fantastic. I would definitely say that we're getting just I think it's sort of a light, it's either coffee or cocoa sort of hint on top of that, but it is all extremely subtle. But the beautiful thing is, it doesn't really matter what I'm tasting at this point for you guys. What you need to know is by this second third, the body is beautiful in terms of the flavors. What you're going to do is you're going to get so inundated by flavors. I can tell you right now, there's probably 3 colliding pretty evenly with the tobacco maybe being the 4th. That is the predominant flavor that you're going to get out of this. But the retrohale was smooth, no burning nostril smoke, And let's see here. The burn is beautiful. I had a tiny touch up on one of the edges here, but that was it. Again, the pull is beautiful. You know, the band is nice and loose on here, so we know that the band is not doing the Christoph chokehold on the cigar. I'm gonna go ahead and just take this off here. There's absolutely no fatigue on the cigar itself. There's no unraveling. It's just as tight as I took it out of the plastic. The cap looks like I've puffed it for 2 seconds. It's almost dry. It's not dry, but it's just the perfect amount of moistness and firmness in here. Whoever stored this before I bought it did a beautiful job, and it just arrived at the smoke shop yesterday. So it's utterly perfectly humidored, which I think is part of the factory seal on this thing. So yeah, I'll keep going here, and we'll see where we are in the last third. All right, look at that right there. Got a good 1.5 inches on this ash here. In the second third, you know, this ash was falling off about every 1/2 inch there. But this thing is stacked up beautifully. Performance has been fantastic. The taste is still dead on. The flavor right now is a beautiful tobacco. It's sort of a more rustic sort of tobacco flavor. I could say that the hay is now maybe coming through just a tad, but it's just a nice light tobacco flavor pushing through at this point. The aftertaste is fantastic. It's long. The smoke is so incredible off this thing. It's crazy. Just the split smoke coming off of it's just rolling over the camera. So, you know, obviously as the ash gets a little bit larger, sometimes it mutes the foot smoke off there. But honestly, you know, I've got a little bit of a correction I can do towards the base here, but it's not very windy out here, so I think it's just been I haven't been rotating and pulling on this as often as I should. So we'll just touch that up real quick. Boom. Couldn't recommend this more. This is the Drew Estate Herrera Esteli. I think that's the way you say it. This is one of my go-to cigars, and I've just never had any of them be anything other than fantastic. So hopefully that does it for you. So definitely go out and grab yourself some of this. Have one of these sticks in your house for that special occasion when you want to go out and have just a premium smoke. It's worth every dime. Oh, there we lost it. 1.5 inches. Beautiful burn. It's fantastic. So I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to go ahead and finish this thing up. I'm going to nub this baby down to probably 1/2 inch. So I probably got another half hour ahead of me. So if you haven't already, stay smoky, and I'll see you in the next review. Over now.